My name is Blessed Sogah. This is UPfront on the Joy News channel. The Attorney General is now speaking out, giving us a sense that he has concluded some more cases which will now be on the radar of the John Mahama administration in terms of its fight against corruption. The AG's department has been under intense pressure after the government then promised earlier in January that it will work assiduously on its operation to recover all loot. For now, the AG says he would need more time to address all of these concerns. But in the immediate term, some new cases will be prosecuted. That includes the National Buffer Stocks former CEO, Abdul Hanan, who's now facing new charges or may face new charges in the coming days from the Attorney General. And that's because the Attorney General is making some fresh claims against this individual who's vehemently denying all of the claims by the Attorney General. We'll get into all of the nitty-gritties for you, but first, the AG now has been asking for more time to address all of the corruption concerns emerging and the pressure and that his office has come under in the last few days. I want us to first of all listen to what the AG has to say about the fight against corruption under the John Mahama administration. Listen.
Oral reports are still coming into my office. Now, those who are pushing me to go to court and who are saying that by now convictions should have been obtained, I know you are Ghanaians, you have legitimate expectations of your government officials, including the president and the Attorney General. But we need to do a good job. Accountability costs resources. Accountability, takes time. And so it is important that Ghanaians are patient so that we have the kind of results that I'm announcing today. Not that I will rush to court. Defense lawyers will come and raise objections, throw my case out, and then the same Ghanaians who wanted me to go to court expeditiously will now turn around and say that Ayene is an incompetent Attorney General. I was never an incompetent lawyer in private practice. I don't want to be an incompetent lawyer in public service. So I want us to take our time to do the kind of work that I'm announcing today. And I want to also let you know that I'm under no pressure from any caucus to cut any deals. Mr. President, who is my boss, has never put pressure on me. On the contrary, when I brief him, he gives me his blessing. He doesn't even express an opinion one way or the other. He says, Dominic, I've heard you. All right? The Chief of Staff has never put pressure on me to cut a deal with anybody. The Secretary to the President, Dr. Kalisus Mahama, has never put pressure on me. On the contrary, he encourages me. He says the work is stressful, but I should keep on. The Legal Counsel to the President, my former boss, has never put pressure on me to cut any deal. Offers have been made, and I have turned all of them down. I have told everybody, please go to the court. If you want a plea deal, I'm filing cases. In the Wuntumi case, offers were made to us for a plea deal. I said, no, I'm filing charges. If you want, announce your intention for a plea deal to the judge. That is now my strategy. The MPP took advantage of my saying that I'm open to to having plea deals to say, okay, that I was busy cutting deals in the office. No deal has been cut, and no deal will be cut except under the auspices of the court of competent jurisdiction. That is what I have decided, and that is what we are going to do, going forward.
So that's the official position of government on this. Let's bring in one man who's a legal counsel to the minority caucus in Parliament. He's also MP for Swami, who's joining us in studio. Thank you so much, Lawyer John Darko, for your time here on UPfront. At least there's a clear sense now from the Attorney General as to what he plans to do in the coming days. But it appears that the minority leader has given us a sense of how you feel about government's posture towards these new cases. Are you happy with the approach, first of all?
Well, good evening to you, the Attorney General is telling the people of Ghana what he intends to do. One would have expected that a lawyer of his stature, as the Attorney General, if he has a case, would just move straight to court. But he's choosing to do a lot of his cases in the court of public opinion and seeking to court disaffection for the accused persons. That is a very dangerous thing to do for a lawyer of his stature. He mentioned that he was never an incompetent lawyer when he was in private practice, so he doesn't want to be tagged as an incompetent attorney general. But look, a competent lawyer doesn't prosecute his case in the media or in the court of public opinion. The competent lawyer or a competent lawyer prosecutes his case in courts. And that's what we expect the Attorney General to do. Look, we all know the most basic principle in criminal jurisprudence is the fact that you must listen to the case of the other person. Okay, so basic that failing to do that will render any case nugatory. That is a principle of natural justice. What he is doing is that he is accusing these people, putting all kinds of information in the public space without, of course, giving the opportunity for the accused persons to also make their case. Look, the kind of press conferences he can organize and throw all these things out there cannot be organized by the accused persons.
Why not?
Look.
And I'll challenge you to that. Just this afternoon, when he made the claims on Abdul Hanan of the Bafa stalk, that gentleman, in fact, to social media, we have that on the screens right now. Probably I just read excerpts of it. As he says, subject, response to the statement by the Attorney General. My attention has been drawn to the recent statement made by the Honorable Attorney General during the press engagement in which my name was mentioned in connection with the allegations of corruption. I wish to state respectfully that these claims are untrue and do not reflect the facts of the matter. I have no involvement in the issue being referred to. I find the comments deeply unfortunate. I have asked my legal representatives to review the situation and to advise on the appropriate steps to protect my reputation. I look forward to the opportunity to present my side and to have my day in court, where I am confident that the truth will be made clear. I remain fully committed to the principles of honesty, transparency, and integrity that will be guided by my work throughout my entire career. So when you say they don't have the opportunity to respond, that's a clear example of what perhaps Hanan is doing, isn't it?
No, you said that you were going to use this as a rebuttal to the position I made, but this clearly reflects the position I made. That, look, I said the kind of press conferences he's organizing, he's laid out all the charges. This person didn't have the opportunity in this social media post to lay all his defense.
He could have gone in and lay out all of the claims. I mean,
but that's not how you prosecute cases. That's not how you do it.
The circumstances, are you contending that the circumstances are not different for the Attorney General now, knowing that this is now a Minister of Justice who's also working as an Attorney General?
No, but you see, you need to understand. Well, Minister of Justice and Attorney...
He's accountable to the people, that's what I'm trying to say, yes.
You are the people's lawyer.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that a whole Attorney General will sit here and say that the president who is my boss. Yes, your bosses are the people of Ghana. They are the people you represent.
So he's accounting to the people of Ghana, isn't it? On the cases that he intends to prosecute.
I'm saying that the kind of presser my brother, the Attorney General, has been engaging in is for me, it's mind-boggling. It's not done in any serious jurisdiction. What we do is that maybe you initially will give the first report of the cases you are prosecuting. You do everything in court. You don't come to the public every now and then to come, we are doing this, we are doing that. Look, what is happening is so bad that right now, in the mind of any Ghanaian or any reasonable person, Abdul Wahab Hanan is guilty.
Really?
Yes.
But at what point in his press briefing did he seem to suggest that?
But why? He's laying out all these so-called findings. In the mind of any person, this person is guilty.
So you believe Hanan is guilty?
Well, if you put it that way, the assumption is that the person is guilty until you are proven guilty in the court, in a court of competent jurisdiction. Yeah. Nobody should see you as a guilty person. In fact, the Constitution presumes your innocence until proven guilty by the court. So if anybody listening here, we can take a poll in this house. Where call 5 people from Joy FM and ask them, about the culpability of Abdul Hanan in this case, and they will tell you that he's guilty. Any person, and let's be honest, citizens and people who are listening to us, do you think that Abdul Wahab Hanan is guilty of the charges?
Are you not shocked and alarmed at some of the details, for instance? Yeah, okay.
So my point is that the Attorney General has decided that he will prosecute people in the court of public opinion, and it's so wrong. That's not what competent AGs do. Competent AGs prosecute their cases in court. He should stop this. If he has a case, he should go to court. Give the opportunity to these people to come and defend themselves. Look, for us in the minority, and let's make this clear.
Yeah.
We are not for a moment against accountability. That point must be made clear. That we believe that anybody who misappropriates funds for the public should be dealt with according to the law. We are not against accountability. We believe that fairness should be applied.
And I mean, what's the big deal, by the way? Because all of these individuals involved are former appointees of the SWAL NPP administration.
So even former appointees.
That's not what I'm saying. If you're a former appointee, if you're a former appointee,
if you make a
and
case
you're
that
giving the opportunity,
he's all right to do that because all the people involved are former appointees. So we want to assume that all former appointees are guilty of some offense.
If you are a former appointee, it makes you a former government appointee.
Does that make you a
former public service person? You've served the state before. Why not go through the shorter route, as many would say, by providing us a detailed account? If you don't necessarily want to allow the AG to roll through this optics that you're saying, by providing us with detailed accounts on how your stewardship has fared, because so many of your appointees are being mentioned.
I will leave here, right? I'm sure I will leave here at some point, maybe after an hour. Call any serious lawyer, whether he will advise his client
to go out,
put his defense in the court of public opinion, put his defense out there. It's
not necessarily a defense.
No lawyer worth his salt will advise his lawyer to come out and put all your defense. It's never done.
Yeah, but I'm talking about stewardship. So, for instance, if indeed he used to be CEO for the Buffer store, that's a government agency. You should have records.
I agree with you.
There's reference. You should publicly come out to say, well, this is what I know about this case. I'm not as guilty as being said. But no details so far from any of the former appointees.
So Abdul Wahab has done that. He says that.
He says he'll have his day in court.
Yeah, he says he will have his day in court. He's not guilty. And that's the best he can do. Because, obviously, there are so many charges. And any lawyer will want to take your time, advise your client to rebut all the issues one by one. Look, here, do you know, and maybe for our people who are listening to us, the responsibility to prove guilt is on the Attorney General. He has no responsibility to prove his innocence. He has no responsibility. In fact, it is the case of the Republic to prove the guilt of the accused person. He has no opportunity. In fact, he has no business in law to prove his innocence. It is the Attorney General's responsibility to prove all the things he's claiming. Because look, it's the whole Republic against one individual. You understand? So, like I said, for us, we believe that yes, everybody should be accountable when you are given opportunity to serve in any way. You do right by the people of Ghana. That is what is expected from every responsible citizen.
That's right.
Do right by the people of Ghana. If by chance you commit some wrong, yes, you have to be dealt with. Our case is that this Attorney General has decided that instead of prosecuting his case in court, he will only do this in the court of public opinion to create disaffection for these people who have never been proven guilty by any court of competent jurisdiction. And that is wrong. That is not what a competent Attorney General does.
As the minority in Parliament, have you taken a cursory look at some of the findings and, investigative pieces he's been put in?
They've not given anything to us.
Okay.
Do you understand?
But you've heard him speak at least.
But
is that not shocking to you that all of these things are allegedly going on?
Listen, you hear Attorney General speak and you should take that as gospel truth, really? Would you take that as a gospel truth?
Do you doubt him?
Well, until it's proven in court, it is completely not believable. All right? I say that. It is
completely?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Until it is proven in court. Because you see, my brother, if anybody tells me that you have stolen anything, as a lawyer, I should believe your innocence until indeed they have proven your guilt. So why should I believe the Attorney General over one citizen? The Attorney General is coming with the back of the state, the state and all its apparatus, okay, and with the Attorney General against one citizen who needs protection. It is that one citizen that needs protection. That is why in our criminal jurisprudence...
But this is a controversial one.
That is why in our criminal jurisprudence, the guilt of an accused person should be proven beyond reasonable doubt, not on preponderance of probability, because it's the whole state against one individual. Just one individual, one person, one regular Joe. You are the Attorney General, you have the resources of the state. And so anything the state puts up against one individual, I, as a defense attorney, I am willing to believe the innocence of the accused person until proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction.
On top of my mind now, I can count as many as 10 cases. And all of this involves former appointees of the NPP. It looks like corruption was the order of the day for the NPP, was it?
Why would you say that?
You have doubts about that?
Why would you say that? Because you see...
Because I'm not seeing any other individual now. It's all against your former appointee.
Wow. I mean, you see, and you see...
Right.
So the NDC has successfully brainwashed people, and I'm sorry. I mean, you see, you are a very educated person, so I don't want to say that they've brainwashed you too.
Right.
But for you to say that because they have, in your case, 10 cases against NPP former appointees.
Already, that's just
wait.
Yeah.
You say in your words that corruption was the order of the day.
Looks like. I said looks like. Apparently.
I mean, you don't even want to say that.
Yeah.
Because the Attorney General has filed these charges. No.
These are staggering issues being brought out by the Attorney. It does appear that you don't have an iota of belief in our Attorney General. He's the Minister for Justice.
When do you believe that your finance minister is a thief? Your current finance minister, do you believe that he's a thief?
No one has called him. No one has called him a thief, is it?
My goodness, you see, now you are saying nobody has called him a thief.
Yeah.
He had a case in court. He had a case in court. The ambulance case was in court.
Prosecuted by your former Attorney General.
Prosecuted by former Attorney General. So I'm saying that if at that point you don't believe that when he was being
it's not about belief, it's about what the court was saying.
If you don't believe that he was a thief at that point, why do you want to believe that the people who have been charged are thieves?
I guess this case is settled, isn't it?
How is it settled? The case was terminated by the current government. All the cases against the former appointees.
Governance is a continuum. The AG has filed nolli prosequi. Means you understand that better because you're a lawyer, isn't it? Yeah.
All the cases against the former NDC appointees, he terminated.
Yeah.
He terminated because he doesn't want NDC appointees to be prosecuted.
And not because you didn't have enough facts?
Because the facts were there. They were being prosecuted.
Also, you then believe that these people were culpable?
No, I'm saying that they were being charged. The court, we were waiting for the court.
If we can believe Godfred Dami, why can't we believe this AG?
We were waiting for the court to make a decision.
Yeah.
And the court didn't finish. He comes and he drops all the cases. But why? You had the case.
Yeah, but my question to you is, if we have reason to doubt
the current governor of Bank of Ghana, he was being prosecuted. Okay, you drop the case and make him a Bank of Ghana
central governor,
governor of Bank of Ghana, and you are telling me that is okay. The NDC government then. He was a
but lawyer Darko, I'm saying to you that if you have grounds to believe
it is not fair. It is not fair to say. It is not fair to say that because these cases have been filed against NPP, the corruption was ordered.
In fact, there was a rationale. Okay, I'm withdrawing
because
that.
You have a lot of cases against the NPP. The current government came and withdrew all those cases. Listen, if the current government had interest in fighting corruption, they should have continued with the cases against the former appointees, including the current finance minister.
Counsel, the reason why I was asking you the question is precisely what you're doing now.
These people reprobate and not probate. These people are not straightforward. They reprobate and not probate.
But you also choose to bring it. That's why I'm bringing you to your attention. You then believe that Godfred Dami was doing a stellar job. Of course, he had all of the evidences, only for this new AG to drop the charges. I'm saying to you that why should we believe Godfred Dami and not believe what the current AG is saying?
So the point is this. I never said that any of those people were corrupt. You said the NPP government.
But you believed in your former Attorney General then?
He was prosecuting. Listen, he was prosecuting the case. The cases were before the court.
Did you have doubts at the start of the case? You never expressed doubts about that.
Until the court proved them guilty. Okay. I had no reason to believe that they were corrupt. If the court hadn't, as it were, pronounced them guilty, there's no way I would say that.
So Godfred Dami should never have taken up those cases.
You don't get it. You don't get it. Listen, I am saying, my point is that, until the court, if the court had proven them guilty, then it would be fair for me to say that they were corrupt. But in all the cases, the court didn't finish, and the cases were terminated by the Attorney General.
That the venerable former Attorney General had a case against the current finance minister?
He had filed it until your case is heard and decided.
Yeah, but my question to you is, did you believe in his case?
I'm saying that until the case is heard.
That's my point to you. You know the question to Cliff.
No, I am giving you an answer.
Did you believe?
I am saying that
you believe in the case by the former Attorney General?
Until the case is decided, until the prosecution has finished its case, until the accused has finished their case, and the court makes a pronouncement, I cannot say that the case is bad.
I'm asking if you're confident in the case being filed by the then Attorney General.
I am saying that the court is the final arbiter.
I'm not interested in the verdict.
Why are you not interested in because
every lawyer goes to court. Every lawyer goes to court believing in their case.
Who am I? I wasn't the Attorney General.
But you never believed in
I am saying that until the
Godfrey Dami did a poor job.
If the court makes a decision, then I will say that this is the decision of the court, and so I can prove
the court's decision is backed by evidence.
Yes, so I'm saying, so Godfrey Dami had all that in court. This current Attorney General case, and said that all the corruption and corruption-related cases against NDC, I am taking them because they are my people. I don't want NDC people to go to jail on the basis of corruption.
The agent said in court that he's not interested in the
But that's what he said. What? There were so many people, including NDC, I guess maybe not former minister. Don't you have a lot of criminal cases in court? Why did he not enter nolle prosequi for all of them? He only entered nolle prosequi for high-profile NDC cases, including your current governor. The guy was in court for millions, over 300 million misappropriation. You come and withdraw the case, and then you make him a governor. This person, you make him a governor of Bank of Ghana, and then you turn around to say that you are fighting corruption. You bring corruption charges against somebody for whatever millions of cedis you are talking about. If you're interested in fighting corruption, start from home. Continue the cases the previous government started. Then we know you are going somewhere. Then we know that you are interested in fighting corruption. You do not approbate and reprobate and believe that we are going to support you. Nobody is going to support you.
Tell me which of the cases would have survived. There was the Jakpa case, for instance, involving the ambulance, of course, now involving the finance minister. That case was dropped. Did you see any chance of that survival for that case, for instance? Was there any clear points that...
But the case is in court.
It was dropped. It's now dropped.
If they did not see any, then they should have continued with the case. They dropped it. They say that we don't want to. You see,
the former AG is now under investigation.
The case Attorney General, the case Ayeni is saying is that after NDC corrupt people, I will protect them.
And I'm saying that if you say that, it's never say that in court.
But that's what, we've entered nolle prosequi. In effect, that's what you're saying. That you believe in the case of the accused person. They are corrupt, but I don't want to prosecute them. I want them to come home, and I'd rather reward them with positions. That is what this government is doing. So they are just hypocrites. You want to fight corruption, but the NDC people in court, cases that have traveled for years, you can continue for maybe a couple more months and get judgment. You say you won't do it. You withdraw. You give them position, ministers, governors of Bank of Ghana, and then you start a new case against the MPP appointees, and you go about throwing all these press conferences just to create disaffection for the former government. That is not how you run a country.
Some of these cases traveled for as much as 8 good years. That was enough ample time to have prosecuted any case successfully, is it?
Oh, my brother. I think that you get to know that the wheels of justice grind slowly.
Okay, then let's allow the current AG to do that and to.
But have I said the current AG shouldn't?
Yeah, because you seem to doubt him at every step.
Wait. Let's put our questions in perspective. Have I said that the current AG shouldn't?
But you have reasons to doubt.
I said that he should do his job, but do it in the court. Don't engage in this public theatrics and expect that people will just. People will just disbelieve people.
You feel Ghanaians are falling for this?
Yes, Ghanaians are, including you, and all the people, including you. You believe? Yes, they're including you, From what you are saying, you seem to believe that the NPP government was corrupt.
I said looks like, that's apparent.
Yes, it looks like because that's what they've been telling you. And I'm sad. If you, a very smart person like you, who fall for this, imagine the rest of us who are not as smart as you, who will fall for it.
Counsel, I'm not saying it was the case.
It's amazing that we are not just saying this Attorney General is getting away with murder. He's engaging in a lot of wrongdoings. We should call him to order. Go to court and prosecute your case. Stop this public theatrics.
Let me give you a sense why I was raising that point earlier. look at the investigative pieces, the dockets, the documents from Yoko, from all of these agencies. Are you saying that none of these claims in the findings of the AG is true or could have a semblance of truth there? And mind you, this is not just about one individual.
Do you believe that the cases are true?
I'm asking you.
No, do you
because
believe
you're a lawyer, you understand and appreciate issues of evidence much more than I do.
Brother.
Yeah, you know much more than I do.
No. I don't think I know.
You have doubts?
I haven't. A matter of fact, I haven't seen the report.
You had the NSS case.
Yeah, I haven't seen the report. This is what they are saying.
Big scandal,
Look,
is it?
I am saying.
These are not matters to be toiling with, is it?
So you believe the guilt of the people?
Do you have any reason?
Do you believe in the guilt of the people?
Well, I'm not a judge in the court.
But no, you're a very smart guy.
But if you're using taxpayers' money,
do you believe in the guilt of the people?
If, for instance, allegedly, an Eastwich card has such a huge sum of amount going into one individual's pocket, I should be concerned about the public, purse.
No,
whether or not it's true.
That is fine.
Isn't it? Yeah.
But I'm saying that is fine.
So concern is
do you
the basis.
believe in the guilt of the people?
I'm not a judge.
Do you believe in the guilt of? You should be able to answer this question.
But I'm not the judge here.
Oh, come on, my brother. I'm not a judge, but you are asking me.
But the Minister of Justice is telling us what his investigations are pointing to.
So my point is that, look, these are issues worth investigating.
Yeah.
It's okay. Investigate them. Look, and I think that this point must be made clear.
Yeah.
Must be reiterated at any point. That we in the minority, we in the NPP, we are not against accountability. We believe that proper investigation should go on. But the point is that the posture of this Attorney General in running to the media, running to the public with information that should be sent to the court is what I am worried about. Because look, now in the minds, and I believe there are people who are listening to us who agree with me, in the minds of many Ghanaians, these people are all guilty. But that's not how we run the administration of justice. In fact, he's not just Attorney General, he's a minister for justice. Justice for who? The people. He represents the people. He is the people's lawyer. You understand? So when you stand there and you behave like this, you throw people under the bus. You make the ordinary Ghanaian like me, ordinary Joe like me, ordinary person at Medina Trotro Station believe that this person is guilty. But that is not your job as an Attorney General. Your job is to go to court and convince a judge, not we the citizens. Convince a judge that this person is guilty. And then let's send the person to jail. You don't come to the media and be throwing these things away. You will be shocked to go to court that all these things he claims to be evidence may be thrown away. As a lawyer, I can tell you there are so many cases. If some of your party members are jailed, would you accept their fate, that this was a fair ruling by the court? You have to look at every case on his own.
On his basis, okay. I get that.
But if there's a fair trial and evidence is provided and somebody is... But that would not be the first time a political appointee has gone to jail, isn't it?
Yeah, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it won't be, and it won't be like us. Because, look, NPP prosecuted the former Maslock lady, what's the name?
Sedna.
And she ran away. She ran away and left the country.
She was tried in absentia. Yeah, that's true.
Well, she was given the opportunity to come and defend herself. She ran away. And so she's in the US. And I don't know why they are not even looking to bring in her in. But I'm saying...
Well, you could have brought...
No, I'm saying... I'm saying that it won't be the first and it won't be the last.
I see.
Because in 2029, January, when they hand over power to the next NPP government, the government will also look into the way they have run the economy. And somebody...
Okay, at least there's 3 more years until that point. The unfortunate
and
part...
it will come soon.
Okay. It's just 3 years.
Yeah, but it's 3 years, I mean...
Okay. The unfortunate part of it is you have even a bigger problem with Operation Recover or Loot. That's the next phase for the Attorney General. He says, he needs a few more days to tidy up that document. You call it a political document because it's just full of mischief. That's how you see it as the minority group. Are you not worried that more persons may now be named after that document is made public?
We're yet to see. But, after Operation Recover, they call it what? Operation what?
Recover or Loot.
So the NDC put together NDC members to, as it were, go after the former appointees.
For the records, there were 5 individuals on that.
And the NDC members, Martin Pebu, Dom Levo, and Okujetua Blakwa, And who else? You can add the names.
Martin Pebu is not a member of the NDC.
Please. Martin is my brother. He knows. He knows his name.
Daniel
He's doing the work of NDC. Dom Levo is doing the work of NDC. These NDC are practicing.
They're not.
Why are you denying? Why do you deny this?
I mean, we speak to facts.
People
on
come
the platform.
Here.
Yeah. But you know they're not members.
Maybe when we leave here, I will tell you the story that happened the other time when I was here. The NDC guy who comes here and said that I am independent person.
Yeah.
People were all
because Martin Pebu was with us on radio. He says, "Look, I'm not a member of the NDC." In fact, the fact is that at some point he was a member of the NPP.
But wait, if that is even true.
But you're not assuming it's true.
Okay, do you know as a fact that it's true?
But he's told everyone. He's told the world.
But the fact that he says that doesn't make it true.
The NPP has yet to issue any statement to say Martin Pebu has never been our member. He says, I was a member of the NPP.
The fact that he says...
You've had on record an NPP member being a member of Oral.
Has he shown you his NPP card?
He's told the world. The NPP has not denied his membership.
He's an NDC card. Listen, but it's okay.
He used to be an NPP member.
It's okay. The fact that you put
Daniel Yaodomelevo is an independent person. His record is well.
It's okay. The fact that you put NDC people together for me, it's not even the matter.
Including a former NDC
because
member.
all these NDC people, my point at the time was that the president, he was a president-elect at the time when we set up the so-called oral. Okay, when the Attorney General came to vetting, I put that to him. He admitted that could not be legal. He admitted because you cannot build something on nothing. It will not stand. How? On what authority? On what power did the president-elect then set up a committee to investigate people? And I had made the point that if he had done that after 7 December, I wouldn't have had any qualms. He did this when he had no power under our constitution or under our
we are enjoined by the same constitution as citizens to defend and protect the interests of the country.
Look at that. Okay, so since they came, how many citizens have filed anything before the OSP or the UOCO? It's all NDC people doing.
If you find thievery going on in a state agency as a citizen council,
so I'll set up a committee.
You would refer that. You refer that report to the AG.
They set up a committee. So when you see a wrongdoing going on, you set up a committee, right? You put people together to go and investigate.
If you can fund it, why not?
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, but
it doesn't work like that.
So you wouldn't support
he has set up a committee to investigate people when he was not the president, and he had no power under our constitution or the transitional provisions to do what he did.
The key words there, in terms of the terms of reference of that committee, was to gather information.
So gather what? So we've been here 10 months. They say that they have found whatever. They said it's $21 billion, right? You remember? They said $21 billion. Yes. Okay, and they said they are going to recover $21 billion. We are waiting. I mean, for me, I've made this point, and I think that is the position of the minority, that if there's a wrongdoing, by all means, investigate. But you have to go through the constitutional provisions laid down. Okay? You see,
which of them is missing now? Which of the constitutional processes?
You see, there's for my constitutional law students, you know what I've taught them before. The principle of constitutionalism. Okay, the limited government, the fact that governments must work within limited rules and regulations. You cannot work outside the regulation. That is how democracies are built. That even if it's so difficult, you still work within the laws because that is what the law has provided. You cannot build something on nothing.
And that's what I'm saying to you. The whole
oral process was wrong from the beginning.
How?
Because the president who said in his capacity, he said as a president-elect, he said that president-elect, he had no set power. I have challenged them. The Attorney General, when he came
why are you not in the Supreme Court asking for a constitutional pronouncement on this?
But the Attorney General, when he came, you go and play his vetting. He admitted that couldn't be right. He admitted.
He says oral wasn't right.
That the president couldn't have had the power to set up such investigative committee. Go and listen to his vetting. I put this question to him. Several of my friends put this question to him. But
if you do your own search as a private citizen, find out that something untoward is happening, and you report that to any of the state agencies, including the Office of the Minister for Justice, would you be acting unconstitutionally?
These people were all over the place. But people and co.
Yeah, and these are no mean individuals. But you have doubts about their integrity.
They were seizing the lands. They were going to people's lands, seizing them. Was that the responsibility of the committee? They will go to somebody and say, you are
Look at the character of the individuals on there. You have doubts about them. And there's Daniel Yaldom, there's Martin Kpebu, your good friend. There's the foreign minister now, Samuel Okujetu Ablakwa. The Yoko boss now used to be on that committee as well.
The foreign minister who said that he's renting about $10,000 home with...
You have doubts about his integrity?
That's not even good. The people of Ghana, they know. All these people who were apostles of integrity. When he came to Vessel, you heard him. How is he funding his house at the most expensive place in Ghana? He said he pays over about $10,000 or so. This guy was on oral insulting people, calling people thieves. How is he funding that?
What are you insinuating, sir?
But I have made my point. I'm not insinuating. I've stated this clearly. Don't quote me. How is he funding?
I thought you said evidence was the name of the game. That's why I'm challenging you.
He lives in the most expensive place in Ghana. When this question was put to him, what did he say?
But you said evidence. We should provide evidence. You haven't provided one.
Oh, so have you provided evidence?
But the burden of proof is on you now. That's why I'm putting that on you squarely. Okay. So now, I'm interested in knowing what the NPP minority caucus will be doing. Because you have Parliament. Parliament is just resumed. And I'm wondering if you take advantage of that. Because clearly, that's the only option you have now.
Listen. It is not as if these cases, are against the NPP as a party per se, or the minority per se. Of course, they are former government officials, the NPP members. And so sometimes it's okay to discuss some of these things. But they have their lawyers. Matter of fact, listen.
Oh, you're throwing them under the bus now?
No, not at all.
You're scared about the magnitude of the cases.
I am saying that they have their lawyers. Look, me, Abdul Wahab.
Yeah, Hanan.
Yes, I haven't even met him before.
Okay.
And look, you can open my heart. He knows.
Are you not running away from your party members, your party folks?
No, not at all. Right. Not at all.
Because the fear is, if oral sets in, many of you may not be able to survive it. That's the fear.
You see me here when oral sets in.
Okay. You'll still be here.
I'll be here.
Okay.
I'll be here.
You'll still be here. Live and colored. Okay.
Right.
No problem about that.
Oral?
NPP members are not running away because of oral?
No.
Okay.
But we are in the country. Who has run away from the country? We are here. Any NPP person who is charged is willing and able to have his or her day in court.
So where's the former finance minister? We can't find him. I mean, you have
been looking for Senam. What's the name of the lady again?
Sedinam, you want to.
You see, you are not asking about Sedinam. My friends here, ask him about Sedinam. Ask him. He is asking me about
I don't know what Sedinam is.
Ask about Sedinam.
I don't follow Sedinam. Where's the former finance minister?
People of Ghana. In fact, in the case of Sedinam, she has been convicted by a court of competent jurisdiction. You are not asking where she is. You had somebody who has just been accused.
Yeah, but the point is, you have all of the opportunity in the world as the NPP government to go after her. You haven't done that.
I nearly said ask your people.
Please, not at all.
You are my friends.
Where's the former finance minister?
Where is Sedinam Tamaklo? Where is Sedinam Tamaklo?
And where is former finance minister?
Where is Sedinam Tamaklo? Find me Sedinam Tamaklo and I'll find you. I'll find you the former finance minister.
Wow. That's the only condition under which Ken Ofori-Atta will return to this country.
I'm not his lawyer, but I'm just saying, on this show, if you find me where Sedinam Tamaklo is, I'll be able to provide.
But she should be somewhere in the world. And
so the former finance minister is also somewhere in the world.
Somewhere in the world. Wow. But we know he's in the US. That's
okay. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Sedinam is also in the US?
I don't know.
Oh, that you don't know.
But
you see, you and I, that's why we are friends.
No, I'm just saying that because of open source intelligence, right? That's what the security agencies
have you had that open source intelligence with regards to Sedinam Tamaklo?
The OSP says...
You are a journalist, though. You know everything.
The OSP says the possible...
You know how powerful your institution is. You are so powerful. Fine.
But you could have brought her back to the
country. She's been convicted by a court of competent
and the NPP failed.
She ran away and she's been convicted.
The NPP failed in bringing her.
Where is Sedinam Tamaklo?
The NPP failed in bringing her back.
If you find me Sedinam Tamaklo, I'll find you the former finance minister.
But you had the opportunity, the executive power to bring her. In fact, we should be blaming the NPP for failing to use your executive powers, which we gave to you as a political party, to bring her to face justice.
Bring her. When you bring her, ask me about...
the OSP says possible places where we can find Ken Ofori-Atta would be the US, the UK. I believe there's also one other Caribbean part where he could be. Okay.
Honestly, I don't know.
You're not interested that he comes back?
Well, I mean, anybody who has been charged, you have the opportunity to come and defend yourself.
Okay. For now,
Yes.
do you intend to write to the AG at least? You are in the legal fraternity. He would listen to some good legal brains like yours and that of the leader of the minority as well, the Honorable Alexander Appointees, who's also a lawyer himself. Why are you not using the available platforms that you have? Probably the Ghana Bar. I'm not too sure how you'd want to work across it. Just writing to him and raising all of these concerns with the AG.
I mean,
You feel he won't listen?
I mean, the Attorney General has made his decision to prosecute his case in the court of public opinion. That is his choice. We allow him to proceed in that manner. He has chosen to do that, even though it's wrong. I mean, the Ghana Bar Association, I don't know how the Ghana Bar Association comes in. Now they don't even believe that the Ghana Bar Association is a legitimate institution. They've set up another one called Whatever Society, led by my own roommate, the Rosin Dafia report. He said he set up a rival, a rival body called Law Society.
Yeah.
So if you write through the GBA, they won't even listen. Maybe I should get my brother and friend, my roommate, Dafia report, to write to him through his Law Society that what he's engaging in is wrong. You should act properly. Go to court.
You feel that
is why cases are prosecuted. Cases are not prosecuted from the Jubilee House. You go and stand at the Jubilee House and run press conference, run people down, destroy people's reputation. And you want us to applaud you. We cannot applaud you for that. If you have any case against anybody, go to court. That is where cases are fought.
I mean, speaking of the courts itself, do you still have confidence in the courts? I'm asking the question because of what happened recently with regard to the removal of the Chief Justice. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on which side you find yourself.
So where you stand right now?
I stand in the middle.
So which one would you use, fortunate or unfortunate?
As an observer of what's happening, it appears that the president has proceeded with his processes. So there'll be the vetting of the Chief Justice going forward, the new Chief Justice.
Yes.
Does that give you confidence in the judicial system then?
I mean, I think that if it's about the former Chief Justice, I might say that I'm conflicted. He's like a father to me, or maybe a father-in-law. Justice Bafubon, if he's listening, So, I mean, I just want to be as plain as possible. I really don't have any opinion on that. But I believe that the minority as a party will participate in the vetting.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, of course. We're not going to vet. And yesterday, the majority leader made a point, and I think that I agree with him largely, is that he has earned the nomination. Anybody...
It won't be on a silver platter, which means you have something up your sleeves as a minority.
No. This phrase it was actually used first yesterday by the leader of government business in Parliament, the majority leader.
And you're copying that as the minority.
Who said that the Chief Justice nominee must earn the nomination. And I believe that should be applied to every nominee who appears before Parliament. That your nomination is not granted, your nomination is not going to be approved as a matter of course. You ought to earn it.
The reason why I'm asking the question is, and we've seen that drama unfold before the Appointments Committee, will same happen? Because now you have a minority leader who understands the law, in fact belongs to that society, and will not be giving anything to chance. He's done that even with political appointees. I'm wondering what's going to happen to.
He will just do his job as the...
You believe Appointees has been doing his job all this while?
My goodness.
I'm just asking. When I ask questions, that's my job, actually.
But you see, some of the questions should even be asked in the first place, because you all know that Appointees has been excellent. The leader of the now 87 Battalion.
You're not a micro-minority, as people say.
Oh, don't mind. There's no such lexicon in Parliament. It's either majority or minority. I'm surprised the majority leader yesterday reduced the whole Parliament to that level. I mean, that was very disgraceful on his part, to reduce Parliament to that. There's no such lexicon. in Parliament.
So you are a mighty minority.
Yes, we are mighty.
Okay, you agree with the mighty. There's no word as mighty in Parliament, is it?
We.
Okay,
we are
you are mighty.
No, so I'm saying that.
And that's where many have...
Kenya has done a lot of... He's done so well. He's done fantastic. And he is more or less he's a ranking member of the appointment committee.
Right.
And he has a right to ask unlimited questions. And he will prosecute the job as required.
On grounds of law, do you feel that there's any feasibility in a possible injunction of the process? Because some would say, well, it's about Parliament, so whatever process is being filed by the embattled former Chief Justice, that would not affect what's happening at the Appointments Committee now.
Very interesting. And it's very, very jurisprudential in the sense that the Parliament of Ghana has, on so many occasions, succumbed to this. We've had cases in this Parliament, this ninth Parliament, I think our second meeting, where cases had been filed, and as a result, the majority in Parliament said that because there's a pending case, they were not going to allow the case to move on, the motion to move on. Right. You understand? So the question is, how do you, if you are going to be consistent, then of course you should say that because somebody has filed a case in this matter, this
you feel it should be respected.
But you see that, but that's the typical the NDC. They approbate and reprobate. They are not consistent. They oscillate. They choose to do what suits them at any point in time. Because you see, you need to be very consistent. If you are consistent, then let's go by the jurisprudence of the House. That when there is a matter before the court, Parliament shouldn't enter into it. But here we are. The matter has been referred to the appointment committee, and they are ready to set up to give a date for the Chief Justice to appear before the... So they don't respect their own precedent, and that's the tragedy of the kind of majority.
You don't feel that Gertrude Tokono JSC has been standing in the way all this while? You don't believe so? Some say she's actually repeating the process. She's abusing court processes, as you, the lawyers, would say. Well,
I mean, truth is that she needs to vindicate herself, to be treated the way she has been treated. It's so painful, given her whole career to serving the nation. Okay? Tokono has served the nation in her capacity as a judge for so many years. And to be treated in this shabby manner by this administration is sad. And so I believe that she has a right to vindicate her rights through the court processes. She is not asking for overthrow of the government per se. She's going through the legal processes, and we'll see. And I'm actually happy that she's getting some of these judges to go on record. Get them to go on record. Tomorrow, who will take it?
You mean by extension, the NPP will refer to that?
As a lawyer, when a decision is made in court, it's a precedent. If it's from the High Court, if from the Supreme Court, it's a binding precedent on the two lower courts. It's from the Court of Appeal, it's a binding precedent on the High Court and all the inferior courts. If it's from the High Court, it's a binding precedent on all the inferior courts. So we want them to go on record. As a lawyer, and I'm a law professor. I want this record to teach my students. This is how our judges...
And beyond teaching your students, you use it in government if you get the power.
We use it in the classroom. We tell
just the classroom, or you use it when you come to power.
Remind the people of Ghana, 20, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years, that we had a particular court. This is how they made the decision. Because we've had cases from 1900s. Right. We still quote them in our classrooms. All right? So 100 years from now...
So you want to set the precedence and use that when you come into power. So
100 years from now...
So the NPP may remove the next CJ. Is that what you're saying?
100 years from now, when the students pick the cases, they will see that in 2025, there was a court presided by this judge who made this decision.
In the future...
in a Supreme Court, these were the judges
in the future,
who made this terrible decision.
In the future, hypothetically speaking, if the future NPP administration picks up that document, what will it make of it?
You remember, I have made this point, that what the NDC has done to our democracy, our judicial, is so bad that I never wish for that to happen again. Now, Do you even have a judiciary? They have put it under their armpit. The president. Right now, come to Parliament. My friends in the NDC, they call him supreme leader. Now, and that is what you people applaud. Unfortunately, you have a court that cannot be said to be independent anymore. The court is now subjugated under the executive. My worry is that if the next NPP administration does that, we are going to destroy the institutions of state. My prayer is that in 2029, when NPP comes to power, no matter what, this shouldn't be repeated. But we'll teach our students, we'll teach our children, 20, 30, 40, 100 years from now, we'll teach the people of Ghana that there was a Supreme Court, there was a Court of Appeal, there was a High Court judge who made this terrible decision. We will teach them.
Okay, John Mahama, for the record, says he's not a supreme leader. You have a functioning parliament now, so I want to believe that that's not the case, as you would agree with me.
Well, I mean, unfortunately,
yeah.
The people of Ghana, and I respect the decisions of the people of Ghana. The people of Ghana gave them overwhelming majority in parliament. And so, I mean, they believe that...
Okay, because you're a politician, let's wrap up on this note. You're confident you'll come back in 2029, which means you'd be winning the 2028 elections. How are you going to win that? And who are you going to be winning with?
Okay, so sometimes me, this is my brother, he has these questions, you know. Okay, so I'm not going to answer that.
Okay.
I'm not going to answer
no,
that.
But
what I can say...
It's fair enough. Lawyers don't vote, do they?
What I can
lawyers don't vote. Lawyers don't vote in elections.
They do.
They do. Okay, so you have a vote. You have a good vote.
Apparently, but I can tell you.
First as a delegate and next as a citizen of Ghana.
I can tell you.
That will be a beautiful one.
I can tell you that the 5 aspirants...
Yeah.
All the 5 aspirants, any of them who gets to lead our party will be better than...
Now you're playing safe.
Any of the people the NDC will put up. I believe in the candidature of all the 5 aspirants. Any of them who wins will be a fantastic president.
Global Info Analytics, and you're an academic, so you believe in polls. Global Info Analytics says it will take a huge misgovernance on the part of the NDC for an MPP government to thrive in 2028.
I think I largely agree with him. 2 things. To win an election, you need... okay, so generally it is said that opposition parties don't even win elections. Right. It is a government that loses
the election. Yes.
So with that in mind, I largely agree with him that it would take, that misgovernance for them to go out of power. Right. But I mean, looking at what is happening right now, they are on the path of that misgovernance. But again, it's not just that. It's not just their misgovernance. It's also more about the alternative. All right? So if the NPP, as a political party, is able to put up a better alternative, good ideas, and that's what I advise my people, we need to proffer better solutions to all the issues that we have here. And then stay united, avoid the bickering. With that, winning 2028 election becomes easier.
Better. Okay, we need to go. Any final words in the last few seconds before we go?
But I mean, I thank you for inviting me. But look, for me, I'm happy that we are back in Parliament. This is a budget meeting to consider the budget for the next fiscal year. The NDC so far has done poorly. The people of Central Region, my people, are not getting water. Because of the destruction of our water bodies, the Konyako waterworks, most waterworks are not functioning. The NDC is prioritizing making money from Galamsey over the health of the people of Ghana. That is something they need to address. The NDC promised the people of Ghana that they will come in with what they call 1-3-3, 1 job, 3 people, 3 shifts. So far, even the people who were there, they've been terminated, they've been sacked. So there's no 1. There's no 3, and there's no 3. So instead of creating jobs, we are losing jobs in this country. The people of Ghana need hope. Look, the reason why it is important for the government to protect our water bodies, our forests, the reason why it is important for the government to fight Galamsey is that it's national security issue. The reason why we need to do that is that there are a lot of foreigners who are coming into this country engaging in illegal mining. They are waging war. They are declaring war against the people of Ghana. The president must act and fight against Galamsey. Otherwise, we're all going to be the losers.
Lawyer John Daku, we'll have this conversation again. You've just promised us that before and after oral, you'll still be here. So I'll invite you after
I'll be
oral.
here.
Yeah. He's the MP for Swami, right? And also
The good people of Swami.
the good people of Swami. Yeah. They're proud of you. You're a hard counsel. Anyway, that's all time will allow us here on UPfront. I'm Blessed Sogah. We'll see you again. Until then, log on to myjoyonline.com. More stories there for you. Lawyer John Dako will be back. Until then, enjoy. Bye.
Thank you.